What's up? What's up? Today we are doing another DJ lesson in Serato Lite. We're teaching you guys how to set cue points today, which should be pretty fun, pretty straightforward. I'm going to show you guys why I set the cue points that I do the way that I do. First things first, we're going to open up Serato DJ Lite. Let's get straight to it. All right. So, first thing that we're going to do is review some of the things that we learned last time, which you really should know by now. But just for a quick review, when you open up Serato Lite, this is what it looks like when there is no controller plugged in. So, if you have your controller plugged in, unplug it because today we're teaching how to use it without a controller. All right. To load up a song, you can drag the song to one deck. The left deck corresponds to this top row, the right deck corresponds to this bottom row. So to play a song, you can hit the play button. You can hit the play button over here to play this song. This is the crossfader. If you only want to hear what's playing on this side, drag it all the way to the left. If you want to hear both, put it somewhere in the middle. If you only want to hear what's playing on the right, drag it all the way to the right. All right. How to do BPMs. You can speed a song up. You can slow it down. Click and drag. Up or down. If you wanted to not keep the key lock, highlight or unhighlight the key lock. You have one of these for each one. If you want to eject that song from the deck, hit the eject button. All right, I feel like that is a quick run through of what we went over last week. We could go straight into the lesson for today. Some other things that we went over last week is like if you want to skip to a certain part in a song, just drag the white triangle wherever you want it to be in a song. This works on both sides. Everything you do on one side, you could do on the other side. And then there's also the sync feature, which if you want the song, see how this one is at 71.5. If I want it to be 72.5 like this side, I'll hit the sync button. Okay. All right. Now that's a good review. To turn sync off, you just hit the off button. Another cool thing that we learned last week was the stems feature. If you highlight the microphone, you get the acapella only. If you highlight the keyboard, you get the instrumental only. All right. So we did all of that in the length of that song. Well, I fast forwarded it. But yeah, okay. So that's everything that we went over in the first lesson. It's really fast. So if you want to dive deeper into any of those little features that I just went over, make sure that you go watch the first DJ lesson. It's in a playlist with all the DJ lessons. And yeah, let's get moving for today. I think a cool example of what I want to do is going to be this song, I Win. We're going to go over cue points today. So cue points are really important because a lot of people are always asking me like, how do you transition? How do you mix? How do you blend like between two songs? So cue points are really, really important. Another thing that's really important is beat matching. So you could drag it up to match, or you could use that sync feature, which I just told you about. You always want to try to match songs that are within a similar BPM range. Like I would say within 10, and that's kind of stretching it. I really try to keep it within like 6 BPM. So like I'll mix a 70 song with a 75. Like I'll pull them close to 73 or one or the other. So that's like really, really important when it comes to beat matching because the songs, in order to blend it, you have to have the same BPM or very, very close. Like 72.4 could get away with 72.5, things like that. Since we're learning with the sync feature, I'm just going to make it easy on y'all and make sure they're all the same. So as you can see, I already have cue points set for this song. I'm going to delete them just so I could explain a little bit about what a cue point is. So a cue point, basically, it means that wherever you set it at, and you could click and drag your track. We're going to focus on the left side of the track right now. And let me move my speakers over so y'all could hear better. I'm not sure if y'all are actually hearing. Let me change the settings on my laptop. 2 seconds so y'all can actually hear it come through the speakers. There we go. That's better. Okay, so in order to set the cue point, you can literally click and drag on a track. It'll make that noise, which is kind of annoying. But I usually will set a cue point at the very beginning of a song. If the song has the instrumental first before the vocals come in, I will set that as my first cue point. So I'm gonna give you an example. I set it literally, I try to match it up to where that wave file is at the beginning, and you could literally click the plus icon on the first one. This red corresponds to the first one. Another way to set the cue point is to hit the number 1 on your keyboard. This works for the left deck. You can set cue points 1 through 4 by clicking 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then I usually will go to wherever the beat actually comes in and the lyrics come in. So I'll drag it over here. And this is where I know that the song starts. And I'll set my second cue point when the lyrics come in. The reason why I do this is because if I pull up a song in my library and it has these 2 cue points set, I already know, like, okay, that's an intro. And by the time I get to the second cue point, because as you can see, it'll add these little triangles in a waveform. So if I'm blending a song, I need to be switching over by the time this hits the yellow, or else I'm gonna have vocals on top of vocals. Okay. So let's do another example with a good mixed song. Let's go with Run. I'm gonna drag it to the other deck. And again, I have the cue points already set, so I'm gonna take them off just to reset it. So I'll take this one off too. For the right deck, or deck number 2, which you can see is right here, deck number 2, what you need to do is use 6, 7, 8, or 9 to set your cue points. So the first cue point when you're setting cue points on the right side, or deck number 2, is going to be 6. But you can always just use this button right here. That's the 6. But you can also hit 6 on your laptop keyboard, okay? And then we're gonna let it play. I'm gonna let you hear, because we remember you hit S to play for the second deck. So I'm gonna let y'all hear it. And I'm always counting in my head. Ready, set, go, and run. Right there. When y'all heard that beat drop and the lyrics come in, that's where I'm gonna hit the number 7, because we're on the second deck. And I want that to be my second cue point, okay? So let me pause this for a second. And the reason why I do that is because I like to know where I'm mixing. So that's the first thing. And I'm showing you this real quick. I'm going to give you a quick example, and then we're going to walk it back and try to, like, walk it through in a little more detail so y'all understand what I mean. But I'm going to give you an example. So let's put this on all the way to the left. And let's say we're playing the first song from the top. And what a cue point does is basically anytime you hit that cue point, it puts the song right where that cue point is at. See my bag, that's a win. That's what a cue point does. Anytime I hit 1 on my keyboard now, it's going to start it. Or if I hit 2 right here and I'm on the left deck, see my bag, that's a win. And the same thing with the other side. If I hit 6, it's going to start it from the beginning, because that's where I have that first cue point set. Or if I hit 7, it's going to take us right to where the lyrics come in, where I have the second cue point set. So this is how I use that when I'm mixing. And then again, I'm going to walk it back because I know I'm going a little fast. I will literally play the song starting from the beginning. And remember, you have to hit W to let it play. And I'll just be like, okay, cool. We get into this song. I'm going to let it play. I'm going to let it play. And we have it all the way drag over here, right? See my swag, see my bag. That's when that beat comes in. See my name on the tag. Yeah, I win. I ain't gotta brag. It's a fact. So let's say I wanted to, like, start mixing in that second song. I'll put the crossfader in the middle and go. See my swag, see my bag. That's a win. That's a win. See my name on the tag. Yeah, I win. Yep. I ain't gotta brag. It's a fact. Like that. And now we're getting close. I'm gonna drag it over. I knew exactly how much time I had to drag it over. Okay? So that's a good example. We'll get into, like, effects that you could use to make that sound a little smoother. But right now, today, we're focusing on timing. So I just wanted to give you a good example of that. So let's walk it back. Now that we've done all of that, let's walk it all the way back to the beginning. And let's start with when. So let's drag our crossfader all the way over to the left. Okay, so with when, the reason why I set my cue points like I do is to help me with timing. So I'm going to teach you guys how to, like, basically count rhythm, count bars, in case if you don't know. If you have a music background, this is going to seem very, like, simple to you, but maybe you never thought about it. Who knows? Let's get into it. So if I'm playing the song from the beginning, it's gonna sound like this, and I'm clapping. Like act like you got a click track is what we call it, a metronome. But this is what I'm doing in my head.
You see it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right. So I'm always setting it on the 1. The cue points are always gonna come on the 1. So let's play it back from the beginning. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You always set your cue point on the 1. Okay. Typically songs might have like a 4-bar or an 8-bar intro, and that's how you know like it's going to come up, but every song is different. But this is a good rule of thumb for songs that have an 8-bar intro. So even more so than just counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, you could count up to 9, and once you get to 9, that's when you're setting your cue point. So let's listen one more time and do another example. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9. That's where we would set it. 9. Okay. That's on that 1, but it's on the 9th, the beginning of the 9th bar. Okay. That's what we do. That's how we get our 8-bar intros. So same thing. I'm gonna give you another example for this song. So let's say we're playing this song from the beginning. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9. Okay. Everybody following. I'm gonna do another example because like I need y'all to get this concept, because this is really like, if you could prepare your music like this, it's going to help with all your blends. Okay, so this is good. This song don't have no cue point set. Let's do an example here. So let's say this is the beginning. And I always started not based on the lines, y'all, like not based on a line, but based on a wave. So you can see where the sound comes in. So like right here, the sound looks like it starts like right about there. So I'm going to set my first cue point there by clicking the little plus, or you can hit 6 because we're on deck 2. All right, so let's hear it and count out and see where the lyrics come in. And that's how we're going to determine where we're setting our cue points. All right, let's play it. Okay, so that beat came in and the lyrics came in way before. Like that was not an 8-bar intro. That's why I say every song is different, but you can see where the beat comes in by looking at the wave. So we're going to always set our cue point at the very beginning of that wave. And this is going to be 7 because we're on the second day. So how that sounds when you're counting: 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, that's the 5. Like the 1 of the 5th bar. So sometimes it's only a 4-bar intro. The other songs were 8 bars. This one's 4. But the most important thing is to change, like you have to set your cue points whenever the vocals come in, so you know how much of an intro you have when you're blending your songs later. When you're blending the songs, it's always good to be able to just visibly see, okay, I know once I get to this yellow arrow right here, this yellow arrow, the lyrics are coming in. That's how much time I have to blend. I have 4 bars, I have 8 bars, I have 15 seconds, I have 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the purpose, okay? So that's a good example. Let's say if we're playing this song, let's just start it from the hook, okay? So this is the second, not the, well, it's the hook, but it's the vocals. And say I wanted to blend this song with it. Let's go to the middle. I'm dripping, drip. Let's run that back one more time. And I'm gonna hit the 2. See my, I just hit the 2, so it went back. See my name on the tag. And now we're gonna blend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that wasn't a good blend. It's easier when I have the pads, so let's try it one more time. I ain't gotta, we're gonna hit the 6 to try to blend. 1, 2, 3, 4, hit the 6. Okay. Give me bass, all up in my face, dollar bills, all up out the chase. Okay, so that's how we beat match and we blend. So sometimes if you notice, like when I hit the button, I'm not as precise by hitting the button on the keyboard. I guess it's like a little bit of a delay on the reaction, so it won't line up to the beat exactly. So the way that I like compensate for that is by tapping the song that is behind. So like if I'm doing this, let's do it with this one. Let's say we're playing this song. And I want to blend in the song on the left. All about the chase. All right, here we go. I know I got 8 bars, so I'm going to hit 1 now. 1. And you can tell, like, when it's, you can look at those white lines and tell what's behind. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. On no 1. See, it's a little behind. So we're going to slow this one down. Tap this one. And now they're lining up. And listen, y'all, rookie mistake, because I didn't even realize the sync. I wasn't syncing the BPM. So that's the first thing you have to check. You have to sync the BPMs. That's why even once they lined up, they went back offline because that wasn't synced. So then I hit sync and it worked. So let's do it one more time. We're going to play this song. We're going to hit the 7. Let's start it from the hook. Well, the verse. Give me funk, give me bass, all up in my face. We're going to drag our crossfader to the middle so we can hear when we start blending. We have it synced, both BPMs match. And then we're going to go hit the 1. That was actually perfect. Hey, I'm just gradually go over. But on your toes, switch. You can kind of play with the crossfader when you want to switch, like that. And now that both of the songs are synced like this, you can literally choose to go, like, say I wanted to do this instrumental over these vocals. I will highlight the keyboard over here, and I will highlight the vocals over here, and then I drag my crossfader to the middle, and it'll sound good. Or I could do the opposite. Say I wanted to do these vocals. Give me that exclusive how I do it. Yeah, you like it, so you do this. See, I got them going through it. Yeah, you already knew it. They just want to do it, but they know it. Okay. So that's a good example of why I set my cue points the way that I do. Okay, let's do it for a couple more songs just to make sure that we really are drilling in the concept. Also, it's important to note that once I hit the 1, so some of y'all might be experiencing like, oh, I'm hitting the 1, but it stops when I let up off of the 1. After I hit the 1, while I'm holding the 1 down, I'm hitting the W button because that's how you play. Okay. Same thing with the other side. Once I hit the 6 or the 7 or whatever, I'm hitting the S button because that's how you play that deck. So while I'm holding it down, because if it's not playing and you just hit it, it won't keep playing. You have to hold it and then press S. Or if you're on the left deck, the first deck, you have to hold it and then press W to play it. Okay. So let's do Work has a good intro, and let's do let's do Run. All right. So I'm going to take these off because I want to show y'all and just make sure y'all are really getting these concepts. Okay. Boom. All right. To set a cue point, we're going to go to the beginning. We're going to start with the left, the first deck, the top deck. We're going to go to drag this, click and drag until we're at the beginning of the wave file. And then we're going to press the 1 key because we are setting cue points for that one. Now let's count it out until we hear the vocals come in. And remember, it's usually going to be an 8-bar intro. Sometimes it's 4. Sometimes there's none. Sometimes people just come in and start rapping. All right, let's hear it though. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. It's important to count properly, okay? 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Boom. We're gonna stop it there and put 2. Press the key, that's number 2 on your keyboard to set that cue point. All right. Because that's when the vocals come in. All right, let's do the same thing for Run. I'm gonna drag it here. And since we're on deck number 2, we're going to hit 6 to set that first cue point. Now let's count and let it play. Start with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9. Right there at 9. When the beat drops, we're going to hit 7. Now we have our second cue point. All right. Now that we have our cue point set, let's sync the BPMs so that they sound good. So now they're both at 75. Okay. So let's start with this one. Let that play. I pressed 1, and then while I was holding 1 down, I hit the W. That's how we got it to play. And we're going to blend in this beat with this song. Okay. Hey, go and get that bonus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1. It's a little off, tap, so they match. There we go. Now we got them matching. Okay. Hit your head start before I come. Okay. That's why cue points are important. It makes it easy. You literally have that 8 bars to try to hurry up and beat match before you're ready. And then now that we got them lined up, you can see the white lines. Everything's lined up nicely. We can literally go right here. You don't really know me, but yo, okay, they know me, and we can hit this on me on the. Let's bring this back. Drag it over to the middle. We're doing this beat over these vocals. You could buy this beat on press. Hey, okay. Got them sweating better. Like the vocals should match the beat on both sides. And you could even go, got my vote. You're doing beat drops. And then throw it up. Hey. Let's literally just have fun with the crossfader. Post it up. Hey. And we get that bonus. Work. And then you just have fun with it, like just play around with it. So that is how I set my cue points. I feel like I went through everything. Oh, Rich says he likes my energy. Thank you so much. That's pretty much how you set cue points and how I do them to be successful. Sometimes I also, if the second cue point is not where the actual hook starts, I'll also set a cue point for the hook. So like this song, that's the hook. This song, that's the hook. Actually, let me show y'all. But every song doesn't start with the hook. Some songs start with a verse. Let me get an example of a song that starts with a verse. Most of the songs that I have loaded start with hooks. Right now, starts with a hook. All these songs start with hooks. Oh, Get Funky doesn't start with a hook. Okay, so say we're playing Get Funky, right? Let's start from the second cue point. And that's the cool thing about cue points. Once you set them, they stay. Like, I don't have to reset these cue points every time a song loads. Now, when I pull up a song, I'll be like, okay, this is the beginning. This is where the vocals come in. So Get Funky starts with a verse. So usually I'll also, if I'm feeling like an overachiever, I'll go and set a cue point where the hook is. So let's play this.
Give me funk, give me bass, all up. Give me funk.
Jasmine.
Give me funk, give me bass, all up in my face.
Dollar bills. So I'm gonna skip to it. I'm skipping to find a hook right here. So where that beat just came in, that's where the hook starts. So I'll press 3 on my keyboard because now we are on the first deck, and that will be where the hook is. Every time you hit 3. Okay. So that'll be my cheat code. That's how I'll know, like, okay, this song, this is the intro. This is the verse. This is the hook. So when I pull up songs, this is why I be so prepared for all my gigs, or when I'm live on TikTok, I literally like have my cue points set in advance 90% of the time. So when I pull a song up, there's not a lot of think work involved. I'm just like, okay, this is where the hook is. This is where the verse is. This is. So if I ever say I have a song that does not have an intro, like it literally just comes in, like here's an example. First song I ever made, by the way, when I was in high school. Okay, let's set one cue point. Let's hear it.
A high.
Literally, vocals come in right there, right?
High A 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 high A.
Like you always got to know where your vocals are. So sometimes if I know it's like a very, very short intro, I'll just only have the second cue point set. And I know like when I'm blending this song, this is going to come in hot with vocals. So if you're going to blend this song, like say I'm playing this song and let's match up the BPMs. Say I'm playing this song, right? And I want to blend in the A high song. I have to know like, maybe I'll drop the instrumental first right here, because I know that this song is going to have heavy, like vocals as soon as I come in. Here we go. So like I would literally have to like blend it like that. So let's hear it. And then we just blend over.
What they call they chin. 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 Lady, Nubian, lady, Nubian.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I would do to make sure, like, if I pull up a song and I only ever see what I'm like, okay, we ain't got no intro to build into. This is just what it is. Either I'm gonna have to play the instrumental of this and then come back and hit it again, or I'm gonna have to play the instrumental of this and let the vocals come in immediately. Because you almost never want to have vocals playing over vocals unless you really nasty with it and it's gonna sound good, and you know that when you play the song. So yeah. That's a good overview of how I set my cue points. I hope it all made sense to you guys. If you have questions, put them in a comment. I'll do my best to explain it. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So that was your lesson on cue points for today. If you feel like going above and beyond and doing your homework, I will always suggest like loading up songs that you know you're going to play in a certain set and setting cue points well in advance, way before the set. So that way, when you pull up or when you go live, whatever it is you're doing with your DJing, your cue points are already set. And that's one less thing to think about. All you got to do is find songs that are relatively close in BPM, sync them, or, you know, adjust the BPM to match and get going, get mixing, have some fun. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's DJ lesson. That should really give you guys a good start on cue points and why they're important. Again, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next lesson. Bye-bye.